Hey girl. So, welcome back to my channel. I'm doing something just a little different today. This is actually inspired by Erin on Demand. I love how she does different podcast vlogs and she calls them pod vlogs where you basically just do a voiceover and you do like video like you just show your video of you doing whatever like vlog style versus you talking to the camera constantly. So, I wanted to try this out whenever I showed you guys me redoing my YouTube space. So, me and my fiance, we were talking a couple of maybe like a week or so ago now, and we are going all in on YouTube. Like, both of us have made the decision that this is the type of lifestyle that we really want. And if we really want this type of lifestyle, then we need to go 100% and really set ourselves up for, success. And so we were talking and we were like, well, we don't really have a lot of guests to visit us at home. Like the only people that really comes to my house or comes to our house, honestly, is my mom. And my mama don't care what our house is looking like, right? So we just made a mutual decision that we were going to turn our living room into a content creation space. And when I tell you, I'm so glad that we made that decision because, for one, you probably know by now that I did recently quit my job. I had a full-time job and that full-time job had to go. Okay. Like we had to get rid of that. But I said, if I'm going to quit my full-time job to pursue YouTube 100%, then I'm going to have to go hard. I'm going to have to really, really, get a lot done. I have to get a lot more done in reference to being committed to creating a lot of content, being created to putting myself out there. And one of the issues that I've had for so long is the fact that I don't like recording in my content recording space. So the specific space that I have for creating content, I have never really liked that setup. It's crazy because so many people love that setup that I have created. And I literally had to throw that together because when we first moved here a few years ago, it was months before I started back creating content. And I was telling myself, like, girl, you got to get you a content creation space so you can start getting some videos out. And the reason why it took me so long to get content out is because I couldn't figure out what I wanted my space to look like. I suck when it comes to designing, like doing like interior design. Like I don't have it. I don't have that thing. I don't have the eye for decorating a house. I don't have the eye for decorating the living room, which is crazy because my fiance actually has the eye for stuff like that. So he always has to end up decorating or reorganizing things when I'm gone because if I'm there, I'm going to be a headache. Like I'm going to be like, no, I don't like that. No, you shouldn't do that. No, I don't like that. But I don't know what I like. I don't know what I want. So creating that previous space was really kind of slapped together because I just needed to get content out and I just didn't feel like changing it because again, I didn't know what I wanted to change. I didn't know what needed to be fixed. I didn't know how to fix it. But when we made the decision that we were going to create a content creation space and replace our living room with that, and we basically put our living room in my old content creation space. So before, my content creation space was in like our dining room area, kind of, sort of, because we have like an open floor plan in my house. So the kitchen, the living room, and the dining room is all kind of like one room. And so because me and Michael create different types of content, Michael created his own, he has a wall with his aesthetic, with his background, because he does a lot of spiritual content. He does a lot of like Bible studies and motivational content and stuff like that. So he has a desk that was actually the desk with my work from home equipment on there. So I actually gave him that desk to use for his space. And then right beside that, I have the other wall, and that's where my recording space is set up. But it's all in one room, and you're probably seeing that in the video that I'm showing you guys. But I absolutely love the way that it turned out. I don't know if it's showing you how it's turned out yet, but I absolutely love the way it's turned out. I cannot wait to show you guys what it looks like. I think that is really important as content creators that if you really want the YouTube lifestyle, there's so many people that have had their lives change because they made the decision to create a YouTube channel. They made the decision to start posting consistently and start doing what they feel that they were led and called to do. And I'm an advocate in believing that everyone is not meant to be an employee. I know for me, I am not a good employee. I am not a good employee. You do not want to hire me. And I say that because it's the truth. Like, it's hard because it's hard for me to be interested in doing something that I just don't have the passion for. And anytime that I'm working for someone, I can't help but have in the back of my mind that I should be working on my business. I should be working on my YouTube channel. I should be pursuing something that's going to help me not have to do this anymore. And I really struggle with people telling me what to do. I know I'm not the only person that struggles with that, but I know I struggle with people telling me what to do. I also struggle with when it comes to working for someone. I struggle with having to ask for permission to get off work. I struggle with having to get permission if I'm sick or if I need to just take a day. I have an issue with a lot of the things that come with working for someone. And I just love being able to do what I want, do what I love, and not have to be pressed on getting up and getting dressed and driving somewhere to a place that I don't even want to go to. It's a lot, and it just does not align with the lifestyle that I want. I've seen too much freedom behind entrepreneurship. And don't get me wrong, entrepreneurship is hard. It's hard, but it is so worth it because when you can wake up and work, like literally I can work all day and it doesn't feel like I've been working because I love so much what I do. And I know with YouTube, me creating this YouTube studio or this recording studio for me and my fiance is really, really pivotal and vital for the success of both of our channels because people take you seriously when you take yourself seriously. When you don't take yourself seriously and you try to show up half ASS, okay? When you try to show up like that, people are going to take you, they're going to like basically implement or they're going to mirror what you're showing them. And so one thing that I always got compliments on as I've been continuing to grow in my video journey, like with just creating video content in general, people always talk about the quality of my videos. They always talk about the lighting in my videos. They're always asking me questions about, oh, what kind of lights are you using and how are you getting your phone camera to record such great quality? Because if you don't know, I record all of my content right now on my phone. And it's because I've done so much research on YouTube to learn how to master my craft. And so because I have all these years and years of experience and these years and years of research under my belt, I'm like, Shonda, we don't need a living room. We don't need a living room right now. Right now, we need to make the necessary adjustments to go after what we want. Yeah, it may just be a living room to some, but I feel that going against the grain and eliminating something that is quote unquote traditional and doing something different, I think is so important because it's easy for you to get stuck in, oh, well, we have to have it like this. You know, this is how everyone else has their house. So it's going to be weird if we, turn our living room or turn our bedroom into like our content recording space. Like, who cares? If they have a problem with it, then they ain't for you. Okay. Because what they will start getting interested in is you turned your living room or your bedroom into a content creation space because why are you accommodating people that may come and see you once a year anyway? And now you making $5,000 a month, $6,000 a month in ad revenue. Now you getting those checks. Now you got 100,000 subscribers. And now people got questions like, oh my God, how did you do it? It's because you made the commitment. You made the commitment and you made the decision to believe in yourself and commit to the process. And I feel that turning our living room into our content creation space was our way of committing to the process. This content creation journey is not going anywhere. We're going to always be creating content, whether it's TikToks, whether it's YouTube videos, whether it's YouTube shorts, whether it's, our podcast, because we plan on doing a podcast at the top of the year. I also have a business podcast. And speaking of the business podcast, I need to get back on there because it's been a while since I made a post. But my point is, we're going to always be producing content. And because of that fact, we know that we need a space that we're going to feel good about producing content in. Because there's nothing worse than being a content creator and you don't even like the space that you record your content in. It makes you unmotivated. It unmotivates you to even pick up the camera and do anything because you don't even like the space that you're recording in. So now this is my new setup. And I am so in love with this setup. I cannot wait to bring you guys more content. I cannot wait to build my community on YouTube. I cannot wait to hear the feedback that I get from you guys from watching my videos. And I really want you to give me your feedback and let me know, what do you think about starting a YouTube channel for yourself? If you already have a YouTube channel, and let's say you've gone MIA and you're like, girl, I need to get back on here. What are you willing to do to commit to the process? Because it's so easy to start a YouTube channel and then just fall off. Even I've done it multiple times. But now that I have this beautiful YouTube content creation setup, I already knew that I had committed to the process, but now I'm going to pump out so much content. It's going to be so funny because I'm going to stay on y'all's home feed. Like if you subscribe to me, you're going to see me everywhere. It's so funny because I've heard multiple people already bring up to my attention that they're like, girl, I get on YouTube and you everywhere. I see you pop up on my feed. I search for something, you there. Like my videos are going to be everywhere and y'all ain't seen nothing yet because I cannot wait. This is my YouTube space right now. I cannot wait for us to invest in a building or invest in a studio where we can set it up and have multiple different, aesthetic options for our YouTube journey and for our content creation journey. So I just look forward to what this is going to bring to us as a unit. And I look forward to what this is going to bring to my personal YouTube channel. This is my personal commitment. This is my baby. And I cannot wait to bring you guys more content. So definitely let me know what you think of my new office space. I'm so in love with it. I love my little YouTube content creation space. And I keep calling it different stuff, but you know what I'm talking about. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.